gonna be the last mod for a while. How's it everyone? Mike at Fitted Life. I got some new stuff for the 4Runner. And yeah, just keep on cashing out. So as you can see, we're gonna do some wiring. And that is because I picked up some new, they call them ditch lights. So these are those little corner lights on the bottom of the front windshield. And what these are used for is they're used for to illuminate any obstructions that you need to avoid while you're so-called off-roading. But as you know me, I'm probably just doing this just for the looks. But anyways, it's gonna be fun to install. There wasn't too much instruction that came with it, but there's a lot of prior vloggers and prior resources from Cali Raised as well. So I've compiled a variety of resources that I'm gonna just jam pack in this one episode. So in addition to the actual ditch lights, Cali Raised sells the brackets for the corner mounts. Onward to the next upgrade for the 4Runner. Let's get it done. All right, so I got one light done. Got the bracket installed. They're a bit tricky. It's a Allen head style socket screw, but you're gonna have a lock washer plus the nut on the back side, and there really isn't any hand clearance. But what's cool is that it is keyed as a hex nut mold, so it actually locks in place, and all you have to do is just tighten it from the outside. So okay, so the lights are almost done. I just need to tighten these, not too tight, and I should be able to mount these on the truck. And I think the nut provided is compatible to 13mm socket, and then I'm just going to use an adjustable wrench. So on the passenger side bracket, you want to make sure you get the passenger side light. So that's notated by this side array pointing towards the passenger side. So if this was front facing and then we were in the cabin right now, the side that would be illuminated would be on this side. So driver's side is mirrored, and you'll notice that on the driver's side it's going to be on this side, the LED array. Okay, let's go ahead and mount these on the 4Runner. You just want to make sure you check clearance. That's pretty good. But I think I got a little bit more room to push back if I need to. But as you can see, the hood is up and it's still clearing. So yeah, you can push it back a little bit more. So I'll do that right now. And then I'll head over to the driver's side. Also for cable management, this is a pretty slick way to do it. So you want to go behind this little corner trim. I see where the cable's coming out. And this is easily just pried up. So yeah, see where my finger is? You just kind of lift up and then it's going to snap out. And then those are the clips so you can see for reference. And then here's the cable going in, and then I dropped in this way, but you can just slide it from here where the shock is. And then just lift up a bit, just wiggle it through. And then that cable drops down there. And here I have it temporarily hanging. So we'll do the same thing for the driver's side. Okay, so pardon the mess. It's getting a little disorganized, but I finished up the pigtail. So on this side you have the switch side is the black wire, 2 reds and a green. One is a red with a yellow or orange stripe. And then you want to connect the black to the black, the 2 reds to the blue, and then the green to the white. And this is the harness as you saw earlier. And then we're gonna connect or find a place to mount this relay in the engine bay. And then also you have these 2 leads. So the red one's for the positive battery, and then the black one is for the ground. And I think that should wrap up the electrical side. Also, we're gonna find a way to fish this through the grommet. Probably gonna have to poke a hole through the firewall grommet, but I think it should be able to slide through pretty easily. So I did a bit of rework. Rather than enlarging the existing grommet hole, went ahead and just utilized the same area, and then purchased this pretty much just a grommet, and that is 5/8 inch internal groove ID or OD. And then what I did was I just fished the existing harness through that hole right there. So once we're inside the main cabin, as you can see in the top right, that's where the harness came out. Didn't have to trim the fabric or the weather seal protector on the firewall. It just went through. I just had to fish it through, and we'll re-terminate or re-splice within the cabin to make things easy. So sometimes I wonder if it's luck or if I've just been doing this hobby for so long that things are finally working out, usually on the first try. But I'm thankful. Alright, so I got the wiring completed, disconnected the negative of course first, and then I routed the positive side. Here, boom, hit that, kind of went around here. Here's your negative post. Kind of went underneath this relay infuse box so I can clear it so the wiring or the harness doesn't go over. Just a little tuck look. Here's the HID or the relay I meant. And I mounted that. I reused this bolt. Fits perfect. Here's all the other harnesses. One, of course, I think this is the one that goes to this light right here. And then I have the other one already kind of tucked under this harness, the crossover harness. I use some zip ties for just to clean it up and tuck it all the way through. And that should be it for the main engine bay. That's the connector interface for the passenger side ditch lights. Now let's head inside the main cabin, and then I'm gonna go ahead and splice those connectors, or connector singular, and I think I got something pretty cool to show you guys. Look, my little assistant showed up. Well, and took him out. Since I'm outside, you should be outside. I know it's cold and it's raining, but it's okay. You're gonna have to hang tight because I'm almost done. Okay? Alright, let's get back to this. So another cool feature of the 4Runner is that it provides 120 volt AC power, and that is with the engine running. And then with the engine running, if it's in park, it provides 400 watts of power. And then if you have it in drive, it actually provides 100 watt, which is pretty cool. So I thought it was only accessible when it was stationary, but just looking up all the tech manuals online. Anywho, so I'm gonna use it to power the heat gun so I can seal up the insulation or the heat shrink on the splices, and then that should complete the whole electrical part. And then we're gonna have to pull that panel off so I can install the push button for the ditch light. So almost done. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how it turns out. Cool. All right, so what I did was I slid the pry tool across the bottom edge, and then slowly but surely got this kind of propped out, and then with a little bit of force tug on it, boom, it comes off. And then there's these retainer clips on the back. They're marked as yellow, so you can see right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 over there. So what I'll do is disconnect these connectors just so it's easier to work on the back side, and I'll slide that the ditch light push button through there. And then here is the new OEM style ditch light switch, and I got this from Cali Raised as well. I think I mentioned that, but good to mention it again. I'm gonna slide it in. Actually, you know what? 1 second. Let's go put this connector through. So it'd be smart also to actually pull the harness first and then install the switch. All right. Look at that. Doing a lot of one-handed installs, huh? I think that's in. Okay, make sure that the letters are in the correct position. And that should be it. There you go. and it looks like I did it right because it's illuminated and I saw the ditch lights turn on. Alright, so I had a little bit of a snag. I think the switch, just because it's not really a true OEM switch, I'm not sure if that's the best way, because it is an OEM switch in a certain sense, but when you push the light in, you have to push it in the correct way for it to remain on. I think if you press it a little bit harder, that does the trick and keeps it on, right? Alright, let's take a look at the lights. So, wow. Yeah, those look really good. I'm gonna close this all up, clean it all up, and then probably wait a little bit later tonight to test them out. Probably throw the GoPro on and then just do a quick test. And that is a wrap for today's vlog. Thank you all for watching. I'm Mike at Fitted Life. I'll see you on the next episode. See ya.
One, two.